It is autocorrelation problem. Test whether the third, 8th, 13th and so on numbers in the given sequence are autocorrelated using alpha value is given here, alpha equal to 0.05. Okay, here I is equal to 3. That means they have given that begin with the third number. Okay, the sequence will begin with the third number they have given, I equal to 3. And L value also is given here, L equal to 5. That means every 5 numbers we need to check whether they are related or not. Next, n value also given in the problem, that is capital N is equal to 30. That means 30 numbers in the sequence. Okay, they have given the sequence of numbers. We need to test for autocorrelation. Okay, that is in between every 5 numbers, is there any relation or not, we need to test it here by using autocorrelation test. Okay, so here in the problem, what they have given is I value they gave, that is I equal to 3 they gave, that means begins with the third number. Next, they gave in the problem, they have given L value equal to 5 they gave. That means every 5 numbers we need to check whether it is related or not. Okay, so L value can also be represented as M, small m or L. That value is equal to 5, it is given in the problem. Okay, here every 5 numbers means, you can see here in the question they have given test whether the third, 8th, 13th and so on numbers in the sequence are autocorrelated. Okay, here 13 minus 8, what is the value we'll get? 13 minus 8 is 5. Okay, 8 minus 3, it is 5. So it is for every 5 numbers we need to check whether there is a correlation between the numbers. And in the question they have given the n value also. N value is 30. Excuse me. Capital N value they gave 30. That means total numbers in the sequence is represented by capital N. Okay, how many numbers we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 into 3, 30 numbers. So excuse me, capital N value is 30. So N is 30, I value is given, I value is 3, small m or L value is 5, capital N value is 30 is given in the problem. Now we need to find M value, capital M value. To find the capital M value, we have the formula called I plus M plus 1 into L is less than or equal to N. Okay, we should select a value for the M that should satisfy this formula. That is I plus M plus 1 into L less than or equal to capital N. I value is given in the question. So substitute I value in this formula plus M plus 1. L value also given in the question. So substitute L value 5 in this equation, and N value also we know, that is 30. Okay, we'll substitute the whatever values we know, I value, L value, N value in this equation. Okay, now here I value is adding to this. If it go this side, it will be subtract from this. So we will get 30 minus 3 is 27. Now I value is multiplying this M plus 1. So if you multiply that, 5M plus 5 will get. Okay, and this 5 it is adding here. If we send this side, it will subtract it from the 27. So we'll get 27 minus 5 is 22. Now 5M is less than or equal to 22. So M is multiplying M, 5 is multiplying M, So 5 will be, if you will send 5 this side, it will divide the 22. So m value is less than or equal to 22 by 5, that is 4.5. Okay, so we will round it into minimum value. So m value we will consider it as 4. Okay, capital M value we got it as 4. Now if you know the m value, we can you substitute the values in the autocorrelation test. How do we do the autocorrelation test? First we will find the row IL cap value. We have discussed here. Okay, Z naught value is rho IL cap divided by sigma rho IL cap. Okay, that is the Z naught value, and the Z naught value should be in between the minus Z alpha by 2 less than or equal to Z naught less than or equal to plus Z alpha by 2. Okay, then only it satisfies the null hypothesis independence will be satisfied. Okay, for that we need to calculate, to find the Z naught value, we need to calculate the rho IL cap value and sigma rho IL cap value. Okay, to find this rho IL cap value, we have the formula is like this: 1 by m plus 1 into sigma k equal to 0 to m I r I plus k into L into r I plus k plus 1 into L, that minus 0.25. Okay, this is the formula. We need to find the rho IL cap value. Okay, the same formula we are writing here in this problem to solve this problem, and we are substituting the m value, n value, I value, k value and L values here. Okay, so here rho IL is equal to 1 by m plus 1 into sigma k equal to 0 to m r I plus kl into r I plus k plus 1 into L minus 0.25. Okay, that is the formula to find the rho IL cap value. Okay, what is the I value is given in the problem? I value is given 3. What is the L value is given in the problem? L value is 5. So it is rho 3 comma 5 is equal to 1 divided by, what is the M value we got? Here M value we have computed, M value we got it as 4. So we'll substitute M value as 4 here, plus 1 into, and here they have given the sigma k equal to 0 to m sigma r I plus kl into r I plus k plus 1 into L. Okay, this term we need to expand it. Okay, when k equal to 0, what is this term will be? When increase the k equal to 1, k equal to 2, k equal to 3 until m value. M is what? M is 4. So we need to write 4 terms here. Okay, from the k equal to 0 to m equal to 4. Okay, so how many terms we'll get? 5 terms. K equal to 0, k equal to 1, k equal to 2, k equal to 3 and k equal to 4. Okay, total 5 terms we'll get if you expand this summation. Okay, so first we'll write k equal to 0. We will substitute here in this formula. R, I value we know, that is 3, plus k value is, we are taking it as 0. K equal, so substitute k value as 0 here, into L value we know, L value is 5. Okay, that into R, I value we know, that is 3, plus k value we are taking it as 0. So 0 plus 1 into L. L value also is given in the problem, that is 5. Okay, after taking k equal to 0 and after expanding this term, we will get R3 plus 0 into 5 into R3 plus 0 plus 1 into 5. Okay, now we'll expand this term using k equal to 1. Okay, now we'll substitute wherever k is there. In that place, we'll substitute it as 1. Okay, now the term will look like this: R into I is 3 plus k value is 1 into L value is 5. Okay, into R I value is 3 plus k value we have considered as 1 plus 1 into what is the L value is given in the problem. L value is 5. We'll substitute 5. Okay, plus now we'll expand this term with k, considering k equal to 2. Okay, wherever k is there, we need to substitute the k value as 2 here. That is R 3 plus 2 into 5 into R 3 plus 2 plus 1 into 5. Okay, 3 I value is 3 plus k value we have considered it as 2 into L value is 5. Okay, into R I value is 3 plus k value we have considered it as 2 plus 1 into L value is given as 5. Okay, we have expanded this term considering k equal to 2 plus will expand this term where considering k equal to 3. If you consider k equal to 3, the term will look like this: R I value is 3 plus k value we are taking it as 3. So 3 into L value is 5 into R I value is 3 plus k value is 3 plus 1 into L value is 5. Okay, we'll substitute L value 5 here. Okay, plus we have one more term, that is k equal to 4. Okay, here we need to expand this summation until from k equal to 0 to k equal to 4. Okay, when we consider the k equal to 4, we'll see how the term will look like. R I value is 3 plus k value is 4. We are considering k value as 4 into L value is given in the problem as 5. Okay, that into R I value is 3 plus k value we consider it as 4 plus 1 into L value is given in the problem as 5. Okay, we will add all these terms. Okay, we'll simplify these terms and add it, and whole this term will be subtracted by 0.25 value. Okay, so 1 divided by 4 plus 1 is 1 by 5. Okay, now we'll solve these terms. Okay, that is R 3 plus 0 into 5. It is R3 plus R 3 plus 0 plus 1 into 5. 0 plus 1 is how much? Is 1. 1 into 5 is 5 plus 3. 5 plus 3, it is 8. So it is R3 into R8 plus, now this term will simplify it. That is R3 plus 1 into 5. 1 into 5 is 5. 3 plus 5 is 8. So we'll write R8 into R3 plus 1 plus 1 into 5. 1 plus 1 is how much? It is 2. 2 into 5 is 10. 10 plus 3, it is 13. So it is R8 into R13. Okay, after simplifying this term, we'll get R8 into R13. Now we'll simplify this term. That is R3 plus 2 into 5. 2 into 5 is 10 plus 3. It is 13. So we'll write R13 into R3 plus 2 plus 1 into 5. 2 plus 1 is how much? It is 3. 3 5 are 15. 15 plus 3 is 18. So it is R18. Okay. Now we'll simplify this term. That is R3 plus 3 into 5. Okay. 3 into 5 is 15 plus 3 is 18. Okay, 18 into r 3 plus 1 into 4. 3 plus 1 is how much? Is 4. 4 into 5, 5 jar, 4 5 jar, 20. 20 plus 3, it is 23. So r 18 into 23 plus r 3 plus 4 into 5. That is 3 plus 4 into 5 is how much? 4 into 5 is 20 plus 3, it is 23. R 23 into, this term will simplify. R 3 plus 4 plus 1 into 5. 4 plus 1 is how much? 4 plus 1 is 5. 5 into 5, 25 plus 3. 25 plus 3 is 28. So it is, after simplifying this term, we'll get R23 into R28. Okay. This whole term should be subtracted with 0.25. Okay. So we'll write minus 0.25. Okay. Now we know the series of random numbers are given in the problem. So always these random numbers will be assigned with, it is, we will be called this as Ri, set of Ri. Okay, this is R1, R2, R3, R4, R5, R6, R7, R8, R9, R10. Like that we have till R30. Okay, we will substitute these values in this formula. Okay, that is, in R3 place, we will substitute the third random number. What is the third random number we have? What is the R3 value in the series? This is 1, 2, 3. This is the R3 value, 0.23. We'll substitute here in place of R3. Okay, 0.23. Okay, into R8. What is the R8 value? That is, this is R1, R2, R3, R4, R5, R6, R7, R8. R8 is 0.28. We will substitute 0.28 here. Okay. Then it is 0.23 into 0.28 plus, next R8 value is, we have just bought it, that is 0.28. 0.28 into, what is R13 value? R13 value is, this is R10, R11, R12, R13. R13 value is 0.33. We will substitute 0.33 in R13. So R13 value is 0.33. Okay, plus R13 into R18. R13 value is how much? It is 0.33 into R18 value, we'll see in the series. Okay, this is R13, R14, R15, 16, 17, 18. R18 value is 0.27. We will substitute 0.27 here in R18 place. Okay, then this value will be 0.33 into 0.27 plus R18 value we know, that is 0.27 into R23 value. R23 value is here. Okay, this is R20, R21, R22, R23. R23 value is 0.05. We will substitute 0.05 in place of R23 place. Okay, 0.05. Next we have, next term we have R23 into R28. That is, R23 value is 0.05 into R28 value. R28 value is, this is R23, R24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Okay, R28 value is 0.36. We will substitute 0.36 in place of R28. So if you substitute this, it will become like this, 0.05 into 0.36. Whole value will be subtracted with 0.25. Okay, now we will evaluate this expression. We will get 0.2774. Okay, that into 1 by 5. If you calculate this, we will get 0.05548 minus 0.25. We will get the answer as minus 0.1945. Okay, that is the value of row 3 comma 5 cap value, we will get it as minus 0.1945. Okay, now we need to find the sigma cap rho IL cap value. Okay, that will be calculated with the formula square root of 13 into m plus 7 divided by 12 into m plus 1. Okay, square root of 13 into m value, how much we have computed? M value we got it as 4. Okay, so we'll substitute in place of m 4. Square root of 13 into 4 plus 7 divided by 12 into 4 plus 1. Okay, after computing this, we will get the value 0.1280. Okay, now we know the rho I comma L cap value, and we know sigma rho I comma L cap value. Okay, so now we can find the Z naught value. Z naught value, to calculate Z naught value, formula is Z naught equal to rho I comma L cap divided by sigma rho I comma L cap. Okay, we know these both the values. We will substitute here in this. Okay, that is minus 0.1945 divided by 0.1280. We will get minus 1.516. Okay, that is the Z naught value, minus 1.516. Next, here, to check the random correlation between the random numbers, we need to check this formula, that is Z naught value should be greater than the minus Z alpha by 2, and Z naught value should be less than the plus Z alpha by 2 value. Okay, and here in the question they will give this Z alpha by 2 value. Okay, like previous problem they have given the D alpha value, the same way here they will give Z alpha by 2 value, that is 1.96. Okay, if you want, we can also check in the textbook, that will be available in the A.5 appendix. In textbook also it will be. By using this alpha value, we can check the alpha by 2 value. Okay, Z alpha by 2 value we will get 1.96, and usually in the question itself they will mention this Z alpha by 2 value. Okay, in the question they will give this Z alpha by 2 value, that is 1.96. So our Z naught value should be less than the plus Z alpha by 2 value and greater than the minus Z alpha by 2 value. Okay, Z alpha by 2 value is 1.96. So it should be minus 1.96 less than or equal to minus 1.516 less than or equal to plus 1.96. Okay, is this equation is satisfied? Yes. So therefore, hence the hypothesis of independence is not rejected. Okay, in this way we will test the correlation between the series of random numbers.